going on, guys? Hold up. I don't have my desktop.
What up?
Mic check.
What's going on this evening?
All right. So welcome to We Talkin Football. We got one guy who's going to be a little late, but he'll show up. We'll get him put in when we get here. Thanks for everybody in the chat. We're gonna get to talking some football. Anybody got a question? Go ahead and put in the chat. We'll get to it. I'll look. We'll holler it out. We'll get these guys talking about it. I got right above me. I got Jay Mad, and I got Big O to my left. This is my left.
But I'm on top right now. Look like it on my.
Well, you got it. I think y'all looking at it a little differently.
Yeah, you're in the middle.
Yeah, you're in the middle for me.
Yeah.
Well, I got it set up. You have to get y'all to actually watch the stream. Then you know what I'm looking at.
I will once we sign off. I will.
All right. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get started. Look, first things first. We've been talking anyway, but we're gonna talk drafts strategy.
Some people don't like my draft strategy because I'm going to take a quarterback first.
So here's the deal. Like last week we're just gonna get into it because we're gonna get into it because we had it last week, but we're gonna talk about it. And look, I feel like we need to talk about it anyway, so we're just gonna talk about it. Here's the thing: you said you were taking because we had the draft, so it all took place. It all took place.
And you saw I took what I took.
I know, that's what I'm saying. So you took them. You did what you said you were going to do. So we got a 10 team PPR league. I'm going to take this earpiece out so I can just talk. I don't hear myself talking. We had a 10 team PPR league, and you, Big O, had the 5th pick. First round, you took who you take?
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers. He takes Aaron Rodgers, first pick. Number 5 pick overall, Aaron Rodgers. Wild to me. It's just wild. Now, go for it. Tell me. Talk to me.
I got him. I want to make sure I have him. I can work around everything else because I probably wasn't going to get who I wanted first anyway. But that's who I wanted first anyway, a quarterback off the top, off the muscle.
So my thing is, and it's
driver.
I got a good driver. Yeah, but see, this is the thing. My thing about it is that when you're thinking about drafting, you gotta think. I think points. Who's gonna get me the most points? And the way to set up, and like you said, it's a 10. We are in a 10-team PPR. So, and ESPN, they set it up for you. They basically, the top guy is going to give you the most points. Now, here's the deal. Normally, people would be like, oh, you take a running back first, take a running back. But I'm sitting there, and of course, this year, like I say, we're in a 1-point PPR. So every time the guy touches the ball, he gets at least 1 point. Justin Jefferson was the number 1 pick, and that's why I took him. I spent all this summer, I never watch Justin Jefferson play. I've heard all about him, but I don't watch him. I don't watch him at all. But I know I know he is the number 1 wide receiver in the league. I know that he has got everything that he needs with Kirk Cousins and everything like that. Anytime he's looking for him, he's gonna get all the touches. He's gonna get all of the touchdown looks.
But
in the red zone.
But who touched the ball more than anybody on the field?
Yeah, but here's the thing about that.
You cannot think of it like that. I have no problem with you taking a quarterback first. It's just that you took the wrong quarterback.
No,
you got to leave sentimentality out of it. You took a guy that you could have got in round 5. You literally could have got him in round 5. You left Patrick Mahomes. You left Jalen Hurts. You left all the top quarterbacks on the board. You could have got that guy anywhere 5 and down. Nobody was taking Aaron Rodgers over these 5. You could have named 5 other quarterbacks that are going to give you more points than Aaron Rodgers.
Oh,
it doesn't make sense.
By the time I had look, Aaron Rodgers, he the next GOAT. He's next under Tom Brady. Why not pick him?
I'm gonna tell you. I'll tell you why. Let me show. I'll tell you why.
The veteran status of him. Look, come on, and
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you if you want it from me, for my money, if you wanted to take a quarterback in the first round,
we're talking about a real league. We're talking about a fantasy league. We're talking about points.
Yeah,
I'm talking about
I would have taken Jalen Hurts. Here's the if I'm thinking quarterback, and I know everybody loves Patrick Mahomes.
I take him before I take Patrick Mahomes.
Right, but the thing is, the reason I take him is that he's got automatic run plays that are called for him all the time.
Absolutely.
I had Miles Sanders last season. I hated it. I mean, I loved it when he was on, but those goal line stands, Jalen Hurts takes that ball in every time, which means Miles didn't get it. But if I'm picking a quarterback, he's the one, because I know he's going to get those rush points. So he's going to get what? 0.1 points for the 1 yard or whatever. He's going to get 6.
He's a dual threat.
He's going to get 6 points for that touchdown, as opposed to the 4 points Aaron Rodgers is going to get for his touchdown.
Oh, you're looking at it wrong. You're looking at it wrong. You're talking about a veteran quarterback for a real team. In fantasy, that does not apply. This is the problem in fantasy. You're looking for people who are going to give you the points.
That's
Aaron
right.
Aaron Rodgers is a veteran quarterback for a real football team. When it comes to fantasy, he's not in the top 10 in fantasy points. You have so many more people going to give you so many more points before him. You cannot look at it like he's doing a real team. It's about fantasy points.
You looking at projected points, really. That's what you're looking at from the past. But I understand all that. But this is a different team, a different year for this man. I'm telling you, he gonna shine. That's what I'm saying. He gonna shine on their ass this year. Watch.
Now listen, I will say this. I'm gonna say this. I'm a slide to your side a little bit. Just in general, because I feel like we're arguing 2 different points. But let me say this.
No.
The reason I say that is this. I don't think that Aaron Rodgers is not going to have a good season.
I'm not saying that either.
I just don't think Aaron Rodgers is going to have a first round pick fantasy season.
And that's what I'm talking about.
That's it. I think he's going to have a great season. I think his team. The reason I'm going to slide to your party is that I think that his team. I think they're going to win that division. I mean, the thing is that it's them or Buffalo, right? Because who's in there? The Patriots. I mean, we're not looking for the Patriots to do anything this year.
Wait a minute. Miami. If Miami stays healthy,
but you're gonna pick Miami over Buffalo and the Jets?
Yeah. If you tell me Tua is not going to get hurt, Buffalo is taking that division. I'm not Buffalo, but Miami's taking that division. They got the fastest team offense in football, skilled players. If you can say that guy can stay healthy for 17 games, I'm taking them over Buffalo.
Would you take them over the Jets?
Absolutely.
Really?
Absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely.
I don't know about absolute, but see, here's
let me say this. The Jets got a bad offensive line. The Jets got a bad offensive line. Absolutely, will I take them over the Jets?
But here's my thing. This is my only thing about Miami. The biggest part of that is the part where you said if Tua doesn't get hurt.
It's about Tua.
And the thing is that I believe Tua's going to get hurt.
That's my point.
Tua finishes.
That's my point. If Tua's going, you're right. If you tell me Tua's going to get hurt, it's a different story. But if Tua can stay healthy, it's going to be Buffalo and Miami in that division.
If he, I can see that. Yeah, Buffalo.
Any given Sunday.
Well, you have any given Sunday, but But I mean, here's the thing. I believe in any given Sunday, but we only got the stats. That's all we got. I mean, the thing is, you got to pick somebody. And like I said, I still think the Jets. I still think the Jets.
My guy ain't got no stats.
And Miami's improved that team. And before Tua got hurt, he was leading the NFL in every category offensively. Before he got hurt.
But like I said, I don't trust him. I just don't trust. I don't trust Tua. I can't get behind it. I can't trust that guy's going to finish the season, and their whole offense is predicated on him
100%.
finishing the season. And I guess you can say the same. You can say the same thing for the Jets. But I believe Aaron Rodgers will definitely be healthy this season.
Yes, he will.
Where have you all been? That's all they've been talking about all preseason. They got a bad offensive line.
I hear you on the offensive line, but the thing is that I feel like with Garrett Wilson, and I know Breece Hall is and Dalvin Cook.
Wait a minute. You trying to stack up the offensive players against Miami? Are you kidding me?
No, what I'm saying is I believe Aaron Rodgers can. What I'm stacking up is Aaron Rodgers versus Tua. Let me say this. Let me take that back. Hold on. Let me slow it down. Aaron Rodgers' health versus Tua's health. That's what I'm stacking up against. Because I think both of those teams are heavily dependent on quarterback. And the thing is that, like I said, I don't trust Tua. I can't.
I don't either.
Don't get me wrong. I will. I think whoever's snapping the ball there, yes, he's going to get the ball to Tyreek Hill. He's gonna throw it long to Waddle. I get that part of it, but I don't know.
There's a lot of experts. There's a lot of experts who love the Jets, but they say the same thing I'm saying. They themselves don't believe Aaron Rodgers is going to stay upright for the year with that offensive line, and he's not Mr. Mobile like he used to be. I just don't think Aaron Rodgers in that division.
He could have just been all that mobile. His arm is going to talk for him.
You got it. I don't care who you are.
He does need some mobility.
I don't care who you are. If you ain't got an offensive line,
hey, listen,
you in trouble.
Listen, I'm a Titans fan, so you ain't got to tell me about bad offensive lines. I understand that. So I know that the Jets' offensive line is not great.
And they have not fixed it.
I do too. I know that too.
I'm thinking that they're gonna be a lot better. This is the one thing about Aaron Rodgers that that's like really cool. He can get rid of the ball. He's got a nice quick release. He'll get rid of the ball.
You all losing, but you are losing sight of something. We're talking about fantasy points.
Yeah, no. I wasn't talking about fantasy points.
Wait a minute. Y'all think Aaron, this is what I'm saying. Always talking about something totally different. I'm talking about strictly fantasy, which is what we're talking about, football.
No, I'm talking about
projected points.
We got somebody in the chat. We got Dreadful in the chat. That's actually my commissioner, one of my leagues. The Jets have the better run game. So, and we know Jeff Wilson Jr. is hurt. He's on IR right now. So they're already down a running back down there in Miami. So better running game. If all things being equal, what you think? I mean, all things being equal, better run game, because they do. That's part of what I'm saying. The thing is that
wait a minute.
The fact that Aaron Rodgers can release the ball quickly, he can get the ball to the people he wants to in a fast manner. And don't get me wrong, I know that Miami has the speed at wideout. But
they have the speed at running back. Wait a minute. They drafted a rookie running back that they played in preseason, who was a top running back. Wait till you see this guy, who is a speed demon also at running back position. They have a track team down there.
They do. I've heard about that.
At running back
all
also.
All of these cats are quick.
At running back, they got a track team down there. They got a running back that you throw a screen to
rookies
who is gone.
I don't really draft rookies.
Yeah, I guess.
I told you the other day.
I guess get it back to the draft. Get it back to the draft. We done went off. We're in AFC North, and we done got sidetracked. Getting back to the draft. My thing, like I said, it's not for me. It wasn't that it was Aaron Rodgers. It was just that it was Aaron Rodgers at 5. like I said, I told you. I mean, the thing is like you could, like I said, I said before, I've made this, had this discussion possibly with myself a few times. I feel like you take Patrick Mahomes, even though you hate him. I've told you this. Even if you hate him, you take him at 5, or well, let's stick with this. You take Patrick Mahomes at 5, and then whoever ends up with Aaron Rodgers, somebody's going to pick him. He's good. Somebody's going to pick him. But then you say, hey, look, man, I'll trade you Patrick Mahomes and some other garbage for Aaron Rodgers and a decent wide receiver, a decent running back. Then you got 2 for 1. You know what I mean? So for your 5th pick, now you got 2 good players as opposed to just maybe Aaron Rodgers.
But you just said, I mean, if somebody trade, they might not trade him.
I don't know.
You still could have got that guy.
I think
you still could have got that guy in the later rounds. You could have had some quality players at that pick, and you could have got Aaron Rodgers in the later rounds. You're the only person out of 10. You're the only person out of 10 that's picking Aaron Rodgers at number 5.
What's up, Big O?
I'll ask him who did he pick first?
Who did I pick first?
No.
Oh, who would? Because
who would I pick first?
Man, you hadn't had a draft yet.
If I had the number 1 pick, I probably would have went with Justin. I probably would have went Justin Jefferson.
And that's who I took.
Oh, that guy's targeted. He's going to be targeted about 180 sometimes. He's going to be 40% of his team's offense. The numbers are point machine.
Dreadful says nobody taking A-Rod that high.
180 sometimes.
But he did. We had the draft already, Dreadful. He took him. He took him at 5. He took Aaron Rodgers at 5. I got it right here. Let me read this. I'm going to read our first round off. This was our first round. So I had the number 1 pick. So it's Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, Austin Eckler, Travis Kelce at 4, Aaron Rodgers at 5, Christian McCaffrey,
wow,
Cooper Kupp, and I feel bad for who got Cooper Kupp because he's got a setback going right now.
That was a bad pick.
And then Tyreek Hill, Saquon Barkley was the 9th pick, and Devontae Adams was the 10th pick.
I can't believe McCaffrey was. That's just amazing. Me. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. That's fine. That's what I'm saying. And everybody on that list should have went before Aaron Rodgers, except Cooper Kupp.
But that's the thing.
Except for Cooper Kupp, who's injured.
What's the boy name? Ezekiel. What's his name?
Ezekiel Elliott.
Yeah, ain't he hurt?
No. Ezekiel Elliott is with the Patriots now.
I know, but I thought I saw questionable by his name.
It could be, but he's going to be questionable all year long. Because that boy's going to be questionable all year. I wouldn't take him anyway. I can't. The Patriots. I can't trust him. He's what is it? Rashad? What is that boy's name? I can't even think of the boy's name up in New England.
Rashad Robinson. I think it's Robinson, ain't it?
No, it's not Robinson. It's like
What is it? Man, Ezekiel Elliott is the complimentary secondary back.
He's the guy stealing the goal line rushes. He's gonna get goal line touches. He's gonna get some points. He's gonna get some touchdowns. But
he's not a fantasy point machine.
Yeah, he is not. Those days are gone. Those days are gone.
Cooper Kupp is injured, so that was a mistake at that pick.
Yeah, that was a bad one. New England. There we go.
They got some young guy. They got some young guy that's the number 1 back there.
Let's see if
I can. His name.
Can you put it up? Because I'm on my phone.
I'm pulling. I got to pull up the I got to pull up the depth chart.
And there are people that had McCaffrey at number 1.
But you know what? There's nothing wrong with that. I can see that.
No. I'm not saying that. I'm saying he's in the conversation.
Yeah. Because I mean, if you want to go,
Jefferson.
Because I'm still, to be honest, I took Jefferson, but I'm not like oh my God, I got the best pick. It's still nervous. Stevenson is the boy's name.
Jefferson. I'm gonna say this. I sleep.
The running
I got
back.
Jefferson at the first pick. I'm sleeping well.
I mean, look, don't get me wrong. I ended up with Jefferson and AJ Brown. Because I think I turned around, I took AJ Brown
he's
at the end of the second round.
That's a high fantasy pick. He's another one that's a producer at fantasy points.
Who?
So he was available at 10 in the next round.
And if you look at his stats, he must have got targeted 140 sometimes last year.
Yeah, I mean, he is the man. I mean, the thing is, the only thing with that is that here, and I actually wrote this down. What is it? Smith. Was it is it Dante Smith or Deontay Smith, whatever his name is?
Yeah,
that kid. I mean, he's going to take some. He's going to take some numbers. He's not going to be silent this year. I don't believe.
He wasn't silent last year. It's just the fact, it's just in big points and it's in big situations. He looks for AJ. He looks for AJ. He looks for AJ.
Yeah,
that's what he looks for in big moments. That's what he looks for in big moments. He targeted him 140.
Dreadful says, he said, I got Wilson and AJ in my other league. Which Wilson? Wilson?
Garrett Wilson.
Oh, Garrett Wilson. Oh my goodness, that's nice. So here's the other thing too. Like I said, Big O, I like Aaron Rodgers. And the one thing that you took Aaron, and I was hoping, honestly, since you took Aaron Rodgers, that you were going to take Garrett Wilson.
People took Garrett Wilson before they took Aaron Rodgers.
Right. But I mean, he had already, here's the thing, in the league, first round you took Aaron Rodgers. Second round, you remember who you took?
No.
CeeDee Lamb.
Oh, yeah.
So you could have had Garrett Wilson. As far as, if I'm looking at it.
I think CeeDee Lamb had more projected points than him.
But you can get the thing is that you could get the stat. The thing is that's the other thing I want to talk about. You could get the stat. So the thing is that you get the points from Aaron Rodgers, plus you get the points from Garrett Wilson.
Yeah, if I had did what you did and took Aaron Rodgers, I definitely would have took Garrett Wilson. I definitely would have took Garrett Wilson to pair him up with.
Solo gaming. What's going on? I don't think Aaron Rodgers is going to be that great this year. I could be wrong. All right, you got somebody say that Aaron Rodgers ain't going to be great. Solo Gaming TV was like, no, he doesn't think Aaron Rodgers is going to be good this year. He said he could be wrong.
He got a new team. He's on the outs. He gonna shine.
What's up? He says, Solo says, what's up, y'all?
What's happening?
Peace.
I am not an Aaron Rodgers hater.
Oh, you froze.
5 years. I'm going to say this. Where you took him from for value, it does not make sense. That's all I'm saying. There are too many players on the list that you could have got Aaron Rodgers in later rounds. There's too many players you could have taken for more value. That's all I'm saying. I'm not sentimental about any player. I'm trying to win a league that's for money. I'm trying to win a league for money. I'm taking the best people to give me the best chance. And Aaron Rodgers was not that person at 5.
Yeah, and I'm gambling on Aaron Rodgers.
You gambling?
I'm gambling on Aaron Rodgers. That's what I do. I'm gonna go against the odds.
Then you should have took his wide receiver with your next pick.
But yeah, that would have been nice. I mean,
I don't even know if I can't even remember when did he go or did he go before or after? I don't know.
No. So I can tell. So Garrett Wilson was available when you took CeeDee Lamb.
So fans, I'm gonna tell all you fantasy fans this. That's why you got to have people in a list, people there, so you know if your guy's available and his wide receiver's available, you automatically take him if he's a high producer, because Aaron Rodgers is gonna target that guy probably more than he targets anybody else on the Jets, just like he did Devontae Adams.
Right.
And you got to think about that.
Let me say this. Now I don't even know. It's somewhere toward the end of our draft, way down. I actually took Lazard because I'm like, defenses are gonna double team Wilson, and
he's still gonna get his.
I think Lazard is gonna now. Don't get me wrong. Am I gonna start Lazard? No. I got, like I said, I got Jefferson, I got Brown, and I got Debo. So
you got to start. Those are the three you have to start.
So those guys are starting anyway. Do y'all think Trevor Lawrence and the Jaguars are going to do good this year? Look, do you see that? How dare you say that?
He's right. Wait a minute.
No. Listen.
He's right.
I got Trevor Lawrence as my quarterback this year.
They may take that division this year.
Yes.
That's how improved.
I don't want it to happen.
That's how improved they are. And that guy was coming on at the end of the season for the last 6 games. Trevor Lawrence is the truth. They may take that division.
And Dreadful feels my pain. Well, I feel Dreadful's pain because he's a Colts fan. So, we ain't really trying to hear this. The Jags gonna do well this year. Even though, look, they got Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence is gonna be on another level this year. He is. Who did they get him for a receiver? Who did they get him for a big time receiver? They got right now his receiver. You said who were his receivers? They just got him. Didn't they just get him Kevin Ridley? Yes, he's got Ridley. He's got Kirk. And then he's got the tight end is not bad either. Evan Ingram, I think it is. I mean, he just got a big time receiver, and they're going to be all right in defense. I mean, look, like I said, now they got a coach, and they got a coach. I still believe. Oh, and here he says, okay, what about the Lions? What are we feeling about the Lions? You know what? I totally forgot about the Lions. Everybody's picking them. Totally forgot about all the experts are picking them to take that division.
They came out hard.
They did. The thing
are going to be tough.
They surprised out of me.
Because Jared Goff is like found a new life up in Detroit. But they got their number one wide receiver is hurt now. I don't know when he's supposed to be back. And I forget what they're doing. Wait a minute. He got more than one wide receiver on that team, though. That's good. Well, was it Amar St. Brown? Is that the other kid's name? St. Brown? Yep, that's right. That guy, he's awesome. I forgot. He's a top pick. Wait a minute. And they got that rookie running back that he's going to start now. Is he starting? Everybody's raving. Yeah, because they got rid of what's his name? They traded him. And they drafted that rookie to be the starter. Is his name Gray? What's his name? Gray or something? I'm looking up. Yeah, Gibbs, the guy, Dreadful Gibbs. Gibbs. That guy was a beast. That guy was a beast in college.
Because
that's what they've been talking about this. Detroit. Like I said, I totally forgot about Detroit. I forgot they existed.
Because I just had one wide receiver. Detroit fan. That's the only reason. But
you saying what?
I had a friend that's a Detroit friend that met in Nashville. That's the only reason I kept my eye on them because of him. Then I wouldn't have been paying no attention either.
But he got more than one receiver on that team. They supposed to be the ones taking that division supposedly this year. So, speaking of, that's the NFC North. Let's skip over to Alexander Madison. What are we thinking about Alexander Madison? Alexander Madison then back up to Dalvin Cook forever. Now, when he takes over, and when Cook gets hurt, he's good. But he never been the guy all season long. What do we think there?
I haven't studied him, so
that's all right. I'm sorry. I know I'm throwing something at you. Their defense last year was pretty good too.
Laptop, so I can look.
What team you talking about?
I was asking about Minnesota. Solo, what team you talking about with the defense? That was in chat. Somebody in chat was talking about somebody's defense was good last year.
The Jets' defense was real good last year. They just didn't have any quarterback play.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, he was talking about the Lions defense. Like I said, the Lions, man, I just missed out. I really just missed out. You froze. I'm dropping some
The Lions are legitimate.
I think we're good.
They are legitimate. That defense is legitimate, and that offense is legitimate. They are a threat to take. They should take that division.
It's going to be interesting there. Because who else is in that division?
Chicago, Green Bay.
Big O, what you say?
What was their record last year?
Oh, I don't know.
They came on near the end. They came on near the end.
Yeah.
But Chicago's in that division. Green Bay's in that division.
Who won that division last year? Did Minnesota won that division?
Minnesota won it.
Yeah.
But Green Bay's in that division, and Chicago's in that division. I ain't worried about Green Bay. I ain't worried about Green Bay. I didn't say that. You just asked who was in it.
Yeah.
So are you worried about Chicago and Justin Fields?
I sort of, you know what? They kind of sleepers, man.
You got a big time receiver down there.
Yeah. What y'all think about the Commanders? And you laughing out loud on it. I don't think about the Commanders. And if my brother-in-law is listening, I'm sorry. But
what's his name?
Don't be sorry. The truth is the truth. Ain't no reason to think about them yet. They got to show somebody something.
But they got, I mean, I don't know what to think about the Commanders. The thing is that I know they got a couple of running backs. They got some players.
You got a
but
wide
it's
receiver.
Just something about the team. Who's the quarterback in Washington now?
See, that's the thing. Nobody knows his name.
Them played that last preseason game too. I can't remember.
They did a good preseason, even though it's preseason. Yeah, but you know about preseason. Go undefeated in preseason, don't win a game in the season.
Yeah,
Washington is one of those teams. Until they actually do it, nobody's gonna believe in them.
Yeah, I can't. It's just kind of it's a weirdness. You know what I'm saying? It's just odd.
Okay, who put some money on it? Bought in on their team.
He said, when Brissett starts, then worry about the Commanders. Isn't Brissett like a journeyman?
He is a journeyman. That's what he's saying. When Brissett stops worrying about that team, he's a journeyman. He's right.
Oh, Sam Howell. This is his second year, right? Sam Howell. I think he was a rookie last year, right?
See, I'm not sure about that either.
You're not sure about that one?
I'm not sure he's a rookie. This might be his third. This might be his third. This might be his third year, maybe.
I'm going to get the laptop. I'll be right back.
Go for it. Go ahead and get it.
Second year or third year, but Sam Howell, I wanted to get that job by default because they never drafted him. They have not come out and drafted a top quarterback.
No, yeah. So I got the depth chart here. So Sam Howell, yes, is the starting quarterback at Washington.
And how many years he been on the team?
Oh, I don't have in front of me. I don't know how long he's been there. What do y'all think about Trey Lance going to the Cowboys? What I think about this, first of all, it's a non-starter, right? The only thing that does is that it's a little bit of a security blanket.
He's a developmental player,
right? I don't think he sees the field this year.
He does not see the field
at all. I mean that's going to be good.
Who don't see the field?
Trey Lance. Backup quarterback in Dallas.
It's something for people to talk about. He's a developmental player. Because he was such a high prospect, people are going to take a chance on him. In maybe 2 years, he might be something. He just needs time to develop.
Okay, what's going on, Vam.
So what if Dak get hurt?
But I don't think he's going to get hurt that.
He's not the one that's coming in.
Here we go. Hey, somebody, they said, what do we feel about? Do we think Cooper Rush could be a starting QB anywhere? Not right now.
No,
I don't see where.
Well, Cooper Rush will be the one that comes in when my man gets hurt, though.
The battery did.
Hold up, I got JD is popping in, so I'm going to put him in.
Put who in?
JD.
Oh, okay.
Y'all keep talking.
You know, people like to talk about these backup quarterbacks. You always see when they're not the guy, they always seem to play well when they're not the guy. When you are the guy and the pressure's on you every single day, it becomes a different story. And all these supposedly guys who become backup, they can never stand the pressure and be the guy. When you're not the guy, it's easy to be the backup and go out there and just let it go.
Right.
But when you are the guy and all the pressure's on you, it's a different story.
Yeah.
Cooper Rush, he played well, but no, I don't see him as a starting quarterback in the NFL.
I don't either. I mean, and the reason, but my reasoning is that I don't think you can. He's got to have a spot. Whose spot is he going to take? Who would he take? He did good last year. Yes, he did. But you know, the problem with a lot of these guys though is that they, like you said, they are sitting there, and you can't. The defenses haven't studied him. Nobody's looking at him, and the guy comes in off the bench, and he's awesome. He's awesome. I'm gonna tell you somebody from last year who was good, surprisingly good, that I think is gonna go forward being good. Geno Smith.
Geno
Smith. Yeah, up in Seattle.
He threw 30. He led the league in touchdowns.
Yeah, I mean, Geno Smith is gonna be good. I think.
Yeah, but wait a minute.
He's not a young guy. He's been around for a minute.
So many teams. Yeah, but Geno's been around, and he's perfected his craft.
Yeah. Some information.
And that team, you actually have an organization that believes in him, and that makes a lot. But Geno's actually failed, come back, and he actually knows what he's doing now.
He says, we got Bryce Young looks small on the field. What y'all think? Bryce Young is small. Where is Bryce? Where is Bryce Young at? You know what? And I hate that I don't know. Is he in Charlotte, right?
Ooh. Yeah, Bryce Young is the quarterback for
the Panthers.
The Panthers.
Yeah.
Bryce Young is small. He is slight.
He's a small kid. Yeah, he's small.
He's a small guy. He's a small guy.
He's small. I think here's the thing. Bryce Young is a rookie quarterback on a bad team, and his number one wide receiver is hurt now. I mean, it's going to be a long season for him.
He's a smart kid. He has all intangibles. Yeah. But like you said, he's on a bad team, and he's a slight frame. So you add that all up and says maybe nothing good's coming out of that.
Yep.
He might get hurt. That's all I can say. He's very small.
Yeah, and I don't know, and I don't even know what their offensive line looked like down in Charlotte. So I don't know if they can protect him.
And it comes down to protection.
It does for him, for a guy that's small like that. Because what I don't, and admittedly, I don't watch a lot of college football. So, but I've heard good things about him. But is he a running quarterback too?
Not really. Bryce Young throws in the pocket. He can
He's
get
a pocket passer.
But you got to remember something too. When he was on Alabama, he had a great offensive line. Most people didn't get a chance, but he ran for his life. But he got hurt in college too, if you remember. He got hurt in college too.
So see, that's the thing. I mean, if the guy can't get, if he's already been hurt, like I said, I don't think that they have I'm not sure they got a decent offensive line out there.
And that's the difference between being a slight quarterback and a short quarterback.
Yes.
Because Drew Brees and him, they're the same height. But Drew Brees was thick. Drew Brees was not small. This kid is small.
About thin, lightweight. What do he weigh?
Oh, he's a lightweight. Is he under 200? I want to say
he's under 200.
He's under 200. He's a little guy. I got another question here. Do y'all feel Russell Wilson and the Broncos? Oh, y'all feel Russell Wilson and the Broncos going to do better this year? Hold up, I'm gonna take this call. I'm gonna mute my mic.
Well, I don't think you could do worse than. But I don't think they could do worse than what they did. They had a terrible coaching staff. Russell played bad. The team played bad. So you can only go up.
It don't even look a good fit for him there in the Broncos.
It's not a good fit. Now you're right about that, because Sean Payton, everything is predicated on timing with him. 1, 2, 3, get the ball out. 1, 2, 3, get the ball out. Russell Wilson is not that kind of quarterback.
No, because he's gonna hold that ball.
That's right. He holds the ball and he improvises.
Yeah.
So that's not a good combination. So they'll be lucky. We'll see what they do, but you're right. It does not look like a good fit.
No.
All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. We were Jacob's having some difficulties. His phone doesn't like Discord. So he's having some issues down there. So he may or may not be able to join.
Did he that's right. He had his kid.
Yeah, they had soccer practice. He was on his way home. And he was going to try to jump on his phone, but his phone is not cooperating. Vamp is asking about the Cowboys again. What's up, Vamp, man? Yeah, I think we talked about the Cowboys. Cowboys, in general, I mean, they're going to be good. I mean, their defense is supposed to be stacked.
You know what? Wait a minute. They got 2 or 3 top defense, which is good. That team is going to go if Dak Prescott they're going to be good in the regular season. It all comes down to the playoffs. When Dak do something in the playoffs? That's what it comes down to.
Yeah,
he gets this moment. Can he get that defining moment and have that defining moment? And that's what he needs, because otherwise it's going to be the same old, same old.
But see, that's one of those deals, though. That's what I'm saying with him. It's like, I think the Dallas Cowboys they're a good team, right? It's just they're a good team, but they not, like you said, it's that hump that they can't get over.
Dak Prescott needs that defining moment in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Because it's all about the playoffs.
Solo's now asking about the Patriots. I don't expect anything from the Patriots.
Nothing.
Place. Yeah, I expect absolutely nothing from the Patriots.
Last place and move on.
Yeah, I
place and move on.
I don't think Bill O'Brien's gonna make a difference. I don't think any of that. I mean, here's the other part of it. Like we were talking about earlier, part of this is the division. Miami's better. The Jets are better. Buffalo's better.
Havoc.
Yeah,
he's done a terrible. Bill, the coach has done a terrible job of amassing talent. That's why when they got rid of Tom Brady, there was no talent. There was no skilled players on that team. They don't have the talent that other people have in that division.
He says Solo says the defense is the best in the division.
Oh, about now?
He's saying
now.
He's saying right now.
They don't right now.
What y'all talking about?
The Patriots.
The Patriots don't have any talent on that team right now to compare in that division.
Oh yeah, I agree with that. But Solo saying that he says the defense in New England is the best in the division.
What?
He says it's the best in the division.
Wait a minute. What has he been looking at? Buffalo has a higher rated defensive team than New England. And in football, they got Buffalo rated Havoc.
I haven't seen it.
They got Buffalo ranked second behind San Francisco in defense this year.
I believe that. No. Wait. As a matter of fact, I think I do have. Let me see. I got the.
And I don't care what he's talking about. New England's defense ain't going to save them from finishing last.
Do I got? Oh no, I don't have it on here.
New England's team is going to finish last in that division.
I didn't bring that over with me.
What?
My list of I had a list that had all of like the top 10 at each position according to fantasy experts.
When it came to football, when it came to defense though, I think it was San Francisco, it was Buffalo.
Absolutely not.
It was Pittsburgh.
Tua will not finish the season. We talked about that earlier. Tua will not finish the season. That's the way I feel about that. Tua won't finish the season.
You don't think
if Tua don't finish the season, Miami's done because that team can't do anything about.
But that's why we had that discussion earlier. Solo asked that question again. Yeah, the Tua won't finish the season. He won't finish. I don't believe he will.
He's a concussion away from not being in the league.
Not being in the league, yes. He won't be in the league. Look.
I truly believe that if that guy gets another concussion, he's going to retire.
We're all parents. We are all parents. And we all got boys, right? If we see our boys go down like that, come off the field. It's a wrap, man. It's over. We'll figure out something else. Let's get that business degree. Let's do something else. Let's talk about football like we're doing right here. Do something else. Use your name, and we'll do something else.
Well, that's why Miami didn't give him that extension like they gave everybody else until they can see can he finish this season.
Look, the first time when he wobbled, I was like, "Oh, that sucks." When his fingers went all crazy, I was like, "It's over." It's over.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
That's nerve.
I really fear for that guy's life. I say to myself, I know he wants to play.
Absolutely should have retired last year.
I fear for that guy's life. I really do.
That's right. The concussions are no joke. That's the truth.
Okay, Havoc. I'm gonna ask you a question. Everybody's all down on Tua. What about the guy who came back? Havlin, what's his name? The one who's back, who was paralyzed, couldn't move. They stopped everything for him. He's back playing. I don't hear nobody saying nothing about him.
So I don't know how I feel about that. Because I know he had cardiac arrest.
Yeah. He had a neck injury.
Yeah, Damar Hamlin is the guy's name.
Yes, Damar Hamlin.
So I don't know.
He had a severe neck injury.
He did have a severe neck injury?
Yeah, he had a neck injury too.
I didn't know that part of it, but I knew he went down. like I said, I feel like it's different. I do. I feel here's the other reason. One, he plays a cornerback or a safety or something like that. So he's hitting guys. Guys aren't hitting him. That's one. And guys aren't going after him to hit him.
Doesn't he go in with his head?
But that's on him. So he's got to make that decision.
You're right. I get what you're saying, but he's at such risk also.
You play linebacker,
he's at risk too.
Yeah.
I mean, you ain't supposed to lead with your head.
Back in the day, we could.
Yeah, we're back in the day.
And you tell me sometimes in a second of a moment, it happens all the time. We're leading with that head.
But I mean, don't get me wrong.
And this guy I think he was paralyzed.
Hamlin?
Who?
I think wasn't Hamlin paralyzed?
I don't think he was paralyzed. He was just gone.
Yeah.
Why do y'all feel the Bills can't make it to the Super Bowl? Do you feel it's the Chiefs or more to it? Look, I'm about sick of the Chiefs. Let me just say that. Now, again, I'm sick of the Chiefs as an NFL fan. As a fantasy football fan, I like the Chiefs. I like Kelsey. I like Mahomes. You know, I drafted Pacheco or whatever that kid's name is. So as a fantasy fan, I like the Chiefs.
I don't
as a football fan, I'm sick of
them. I don't like them. They're in my division. So.
I'm gonna say this. I don't care, but I'm gonna say this.
Okay, so Dreadful. Hold on a second. Dreadful says the helmet hit Hamlin in the chest, which caused the cardiac arrest. So my thing. Here's the thing. I go back to this. To me, it's different. I know that he had his issue. I feel like, look, if the doctors cleared him, then he's good to go. And I know people could say the same thing about Tua, but Tua had 2 concussions. We know what happens with concussions. We already know it. And like I said, anytime I'm looking at a guy and his fingers twist all up crazy,
he had
that's something crazy.
He had 2 that you know about.
Oh.
He had 2 that you know about.
Yeah, 2 that we know about. We think he had another one too. Everybody freezing up?
I don't know what happened.
I got you. I'm gonna put you back.
I don't know what happened. I'm over here was trying to type something.
I gotta get. Mad, you good up there?
I'm good.
Okay, I gotta get.
I see. O is back.
Yeah, but I gotta get him back on our screen. So let me do this right quick. Yeah, there you go. He's back.
You don't like Kansas City?
Is Will Levis starting for Tennessee?
Will Levis
is number 3 on the depth chart in Tennessee.
I'm not a Kansas City fan.
No, I don't. No.
I can tell you all this. If they don't get that starting guy back for their defense, I don't see them going to the Super Bowl this year.
Who we talking about?
Kansas City.
Kansas City.
Yeah, he ain't showed up. What was it? Chris Jones?
He says he's not coming back until the 8th. If he comes back to the 8th game. And he's getting fined $50,000 a day. You know what he said? I can afford it.
And guess what? I mean, he want to get paid, right? I mean,
and he should. Wait a minute. And he should be paid.
I agree with you, Solo, but I'm a fan. Solo says the Titans have 3 good QBs, I think, with Tannehill, Levis, and Willis. But I am reacting with my heart. Here's the thing. Let me back up. The Tennessee Titans quarterback situation is all they got to do is just not throw interceptions. They are not spectacular quarterbacks in my book.
Wait a minute, Havoc.
Wait one second. Willis had a game last season that Tennessee won. He started a game last season. He threw 1 pass. They won the game.
I'm gonna say this to you. Tennessee, I'm objective because I'm not a Tennessee fan or a hater. You are not going to win a championship though with Tannehill at the quarterback position. He can only get you so far. Wait a minute, let me finish. Willis has to develop. So your quarterback situation with 3, you might as well not have none because you're not going to win with any 3 you got playing right now.
Okay. Let me be really real. One, I don't believe Tannehill finishes the season as the starting QB. I think they're gonna get rid of him. I think he's gone. I think it's Willis. Right. They drafted Levins. So the thing is that, and they've been showcasing Malik Willis. I mean, they have been showcasing him. So the thing is that so whoever comes up hurt this season, hello Miami, whoever comes up hurt, Tannehill may be back in a Dolphins uniform if Tua gets hurt, or he may be shipped off somewhere else. He should have been gone already. Dreadful says he should have been gone already.
He should have been.
That's probably true. But
Levis.
And the only reason, and then don't get me wrong, here's the reason that Tannehill is still in Tennessee. Last season, Malik Willis couldn't do anything.
They're hoping that Will Levis is going to develop faster than they anticipated.
Yes,
Will Levis was drafted to be the starting quarterback of that team at some point.
Right. So when we say that Tennessee has 3 good QBs, they don't. They have decent guys for their team. They're not spectacular guys. They're decent guys for the team that they have. Don't get me wrong, I like Ryan Tannehill. I do. I like Ryan Tannehill. He is not. He's
an average quarterback.
Patrick, right. He is absolutely.
He's an average quarterback.
He is a good quarterback.
Steady. That's it. Average quarterback. But he's not going to win you those games you have to have.
Listen.
And now they bringing up Big O.
What did they say?
They're bringing up your squad. What we think about the Raiders?
Honestly,
it's your team, right?
We're going to have to watch them play.
You have to watch them play.
I'm going to say this. What I'm going to say about the Raiders.
I'm just keep it honest. I mean, shit.
I'm going to say this about the Raiders. They drafted a lot of defensive players. They might be improved defensively, but it's going to come down to the guy they got at the quarterback. I think the guy they got rid of was a bad deal. I don't care what anyone says. He got the shaft. It was a bad deal. It's going to come down to the quarterback play. The Raiders got as good offensive talent on the field as most teams. It's going to come down to that quarterback play. And is anybody convinced that, what's the quarterback's name there?
Garoppolo.
Who's convinced that Garoppolo can do it?
I am.
I'm not convinced he can do it, but I'm going to say this. I'm not convinced he can't do it.
I'm not convinced he can or he can't.
And I'm with O.
Here's my point.
I'm not convinced he can or he can't.
Dreadful says Tannehill is another Garoppolo, and I actually agree. Here's the thing. Garoppolo's not spectacular, but he can do the job. He can do the job. And the thing is that you got Josh Jacobs, you got a good running back, you got a good defense, and you got a couple of decent wide receivers.
You got Devontae Adams.
You got Devontae Adams. I mean,
right.
What do you think? I mean, how do we think Josh McDaniel is a good head coach? I don't even know, where is Josh McDaniel? Is that your coach?
Yet to be determined.
Is he the Raiders
exactly.
coach?
They should have got rid of him. They should have got rid of him.
Yeah, I agree with that. I'm not crazy about him. Yeah, I'm not crazy about McDaniels.
Before Josh McDaniels.
I'm not crazy about McDaniels.
There was the intern quarterback, the Hispanic guy. I can't think of his name. But he let Carr do his thing. He let Carr do the driving, and that's what he needs to do. He don't need to have all this in his ear. He can't operate like that.
Carr was made the scapegoat. That's all I'm gonna say. And I don't think Garoppolo is better than Carr. I think New Orleans is gonna be so much better than people believe because Carr, you watch, New Orleans is gonna be so much better than people believe. You watch and see.
Yep.
And Carr's gonna shine. Derek Carr's gonna shine.
And I believe that. I agree with that.
Yeah, New Orleans is going to be interesting.
The Raiders tried to make Derek Carr the scapegoat. Their defense wasn't as good. The coaching wasn't as good last year. And they tried to make Derek Carr the scapegoat.
And it wasn't Derek.
They didn't try. They did.
He's right. It wasn't Derek Carr.
They made him the scapegoat.
Yeah, they did it.
I mean, that was done. Because I mean, like I said, he down in New Orleans now. So, but no, I think Garoppolo's gonna be fine. I mean, like you said, just like Dreffel says, I just like with Tannehill,
healthy.
He's a good guy. You don't think he can stay healthy?
Injured every year.
Every year.
I'm just saying, injured every year. You're talking about everybody else being injured every year.
That's true.
Garoppolo is injured every year.
That's one of my biggest fears right there. And I don't know. Let me see if I can pull up the backup quarterback.
I couldn't even tell you who the backup quarterback on the Raiders is. And Garoppolo is injured every year.
Yeah.
Let's see, Raiders. LV. Let's see.
I'm gonna tell you a sleeper though. If you have
Brian Hoyer.
Oh my God! What is he? 50 years old? No, I'm being serious. Isn't he like 48, 45?
I'm laughing because I was shocked to see it.
Ain't he like 40-some years old?
I don't know how old he is.
I think he was playing when Tom Brady came in the league. I think they started playing together.
Jeez. Now they're asking about the Falcons. I'm gonna tell you, for the Falcons, I like the running back. I don't trust the quarterback.
I don't trust the coaching.
You don't trust the coaching.
Listen to me, people.
I don't think the Falcons are going to really do too much.
They drafted a 6'6"
says Falcons a sleeper.
They drafted a
the Falcons are a
6'6" tight
sleeper
end.
only if the quarterback is good.
Thank you. Because
only
they got
if the quarterback is good.
They got a tight end. They got more ability than anybody in the league that they don't give the ball to.
They got Pitts,
they can't use them.
Drake London, and they got, like I said, they got two good running backs.
They got Kyle Pitts, who they can't even get the ball to.
Right, that's what I'm saying. They got Pitts, so it's the quarterback. They're heavily quarterback dependent.
It's not about their skill players. It's about the quarterback.
Yeah,
it's about the quarterback play.
Honestly, I would have liked the Falcons had they kept Mariota. I mean, I can be honest about it.
Havoc, the play calling sucks.
Okay, yeah, I can give you that. I give you that too.
But the play calling sucks.
I think that they could have come together. You got, like I said, Falcons' problem is defense. If the Falcons' problem is defense, then they're in a bad division too. Actually,
when they had DeAndre Hopkins, who was that best wide receiver on that team before they had wasn't
Calvin Ridley.
Calvin Ridley. No, before him they had what's his name down there?
Oh, the guy who just the guy
D-Hop. Didn't they have D-Hop down there?
No, they had it's the other guy who just left the Titans.
Yeah, I can't think of his name.
What's his name?
Come on, Chad. What's the boy's name?
With the hair?
And they couldn't get him the ball.
Julio Jones.
Julio Jones, and they couldn't get him the ball in the end zone, in the red zone at all for 2 years.
Yeah,
you can look it up.
Yep, I know exactly what you're saying. That's right. That's why part of why I left.
So it's not talent.
Aside from the money,
it's coaching and quarterback play.
They're asking now about the Giants. You think the Giants are going to do better than they did last year? I don't remember what their record was last year, but here's the thing:
they weren't all that good.
Yeah, but the thing about the Giants, again, I think you saw that you get into division. Then division with the Eagles, Dallas, who else?
Philadelphia.
Well, that's what I say. Philly, Dallas, and then I don't know who the fourth team is.
Isn't it Washington?
Yes, it's Washington. So will they be last? No. I think Washington will be last. So if that's better. Don't get me wrong. They got I wrote down some notes today.
But yeah, you get your quarterback, but you get your quarterback $45 million.
Receiver there, Jalen Hyatt, I think is his name. Supposed to be pretty good. We never know anything about that.
It ain't about that. It's about quarterback play, which you gave him $40-some million. And your best
Daniel Jones,
and your best player is your running back that you didn't want to pay.
Now that's something else. But he came in. Had
no choice.
Yeah.
If he set out, he'd been in the same position he'd be in next year.
Oh, wait. Sola says that the Giants were 9-7 last year.
Yep,
So
correct.
yeah, they might be because if they I don't know. I still say the division is tough because they do have Waller. They got the Raiders tight end. That's true. I forgot about that. But they got the Raiders tight end. Waller.
I can see them being 8-8 or 9-7 again.
Just 9-7 again. They're gonna do just as well. You know what?
8-8.
But you know what? They may look better. How about that? I think they'll
That's
look
right.
better.
I agree with you. I think they're going to be 8-8 or 9-7. 8-8. I see them as 8-8.
Vamp says John's going to be left. Which John we talking about?
John.
Oh, the Giants. He says they Giants. I know he's talking about the Giants.
I can see them being 8-8 easily.
Yeah. Say Brian. I don't even. Oh, the head coach Brian Daypool.
Daypool, that's his name. Brian Daypool.
Gable.
Brian Gable. What's his name?
Gable.
Gable.
Yeah, Gable.
Is that's the coach?
For the Giants.
Oh. What was that? Somebody's phone?
Not mine.
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna say, I looked at my phone right away, like what?
No, I just had a call.
Oh, that's cool. But yeah, so I don't know. I think we didn't start talking about the league. We didn't got way off of fantasy. But that's all right.
That's because you're asking the people asking you questions about the league, not fantasy.
Yeah. We get league questions. We're not getting fantasy questions. But yeah, I think if we go division by division, who we think's gonna win? So we'll start up north. You say NFC North, that's Detroit, Minnesota, Green Bay, Chicago. Who wins that division?
I think it's gonna be Detroit and Minnesota.
Detroit and Minnesota.
But Justin Fields, people think Chicago might be that team too.
Chicago's gonna be interesting. Chicago's
gonna be real interesting.
Dreadful asked a fantasy question. My commissioner coming through for he said, "What's the best fantasy defense?" I have no clue.
Fantasy defense?
No,
right now, I mean,
I think it's the 49ers. I think it's
rated. I think the 49ers too.
Yeah, I think it's the 49ers.
I think it's the 49ers.
I think that's who they picked as the best anyway, the 49ers.
Yeah, that is who they picked, and they picked Buffalo second.
Yeah, I think that's
I kind of like put them on the same line. You know what I'm saying? I can't put them 1-2, 1-2. You know,
and they're saying the Steelers going to be. They think the Steelers going to be in the top 5 also.
Here's something interesting about the Steelers.
Raiders, and not the Raiders, but the Ravens might be right there too.
Hey man, you got your finger over the camera.
Oh, sorry.
He's Dreadful says it's gonna be Dallas. Dallas is gonna have the top defense.
Say what?
It's hard to say.
Yeah.
Question?
Who y'all think will win the NFC West?
Hey, Zillinger recapped. I'm reading some came across the screen.
I got you. He said, "Who do we think is going to win the NFC West?" Now, who's the NFC West is the Broncos, Seattle, San Francisco. Who else?
Raiders.
Falcons.
I mean Raiders. Yeah, Falcons.
No, it's not the Raiders. That's AFC.
No, it's San Francisco.
I think I named the
Raiders. No. He's right. It's the Raiders and San Francisco in there.
Yeah.
NFC.
It's the Raiders and San Francisco and then Seattle and Denver.
I thought the Raiders were in the AFC.
Oh, you know what? You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. They're in the AFC. San Francisco is in the AFC.
San
Francisco is too.
Seattle. The Cardinals.
The Cardinals.
But who's the fourth team? The Rams.
Well,
the Rams. I forgot about them.
So I'm thinking it's going to be either San Francisco or Seattle. And right now I'm going San Francisco.
I'm going San Francisco too.
But
I'm going to say this. I don't know, man. I got to actually lean toward. I guess I lean toward Seattle.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I think they're the questions.
The only thing I'm gonna say is this: that's if Geno's play is like it was last year.
I think he's gonna be good. I don't think Geno has. has a huge drop off. I don't think he's going to lead the league in touchdowns, but
They can
I
get
don't think
that.
he's
They
going to
just won't finish.
What's up, Big O?
No. You got. I mean, you really got to go with San Francisco to prove otherwise.
Yeah,
you got to go with San Francisco to prove otherwise.
So you know what? So let me say this too. Just try to steer right back a little bit to fantasy. The thing about San Francisco that I hate is that I feel like they got too many weapons. Like McCaffrey, Debo, Kittle, and man, I can't. Ayuk. And I know people are crazy about Ayuk.
You hate. Only reason you can hate it is this reason why. If you don't have McCaffrey, the person who's going to get the ball and target him off is going to be McCaffrey. He's going to touch that ball more than anybody. Then probably Debo. So if you got anybody outside those two, you'll get fantasy points. You just won't get a lot of them.
Yeah, but I think what the way I see it though is the thing about Debo and McCaffrey. To me, they're so interchangeable. They're interchangeable. So the thing is like these guys, they're gonna. I'm not gonna know who to start whatever week. Like who's gonna get it this week? Who's gonna get it next week? I don't know. It's like they're not telegraphing it because the team is that good.
Havoc. McCaffrey's gonna get the ball. McCaffrey's gonna get the ball every week. Every week McCaffrey's gonna get his.
Unless he would get hurt or something.
Thank you. McCaffrey is gonna get that ball every week. Like O said, unless he gets hurt, McCaffrey is a stud.
Right.
So we got.
Are you kidding me? That's not even a question.
We got an NFC South. Falcons, Panthers, Saints, Bucks. Saints, easy. That's Saints. Panthers, they got a rookie quarterback.
The Bucks are coming in last place.
Yeah, Bucks got, what's that boy's name? He's been everywhere. I like him. He's fun to watch, but he ain't going to be doing nothing. And the Falcons, they got too many question marks. Saints win that division.
I think so too.
But yeah, no. Okay, so here's the thing. So you guys are like all on McCaffrey. He's the one you always. Don't get me wrong. If you got McCaffrey, you drafted him 1, 2, or 3.
That's right.
You set him and forget him, right? You ain't taking him out the lineup unless you're in my league and somebody took him 6.
No, he's plug and play.
But he is. I get that. Don't get me wrong. I agree with that. But it's just some of these teams with a lot of players like that. I go back and forth. Okay, AFC South division. Who wins? Everybody's gonna say the Jags. Jags is an easy one. Hey, look again. You see it. The Titans shocked the world. So I still think so.
I'm sorry. Who's your quarterback? Who's your quarterback?
It's Ryan Tannehill. Look, I know who it is. Guess what? I know who it is, and it's been him for a minute. B. Paul, what's going on? What's going on, baby? We talking a little football.
Who's that?
It's another guy in the chat.
You better stop thinking with your heart. Think with your head.
No. Listen, for my division, I can't take it with nothing else. Hey, look,
wait a minute, though. You still got Derrick Henry as your running back, don't you?
We do.
Yeah,
exactly.
But he ain't no count either, really.
Oh my goodness. Are you serious? Are you serious? You just started up there. There's no way you're serious about that.
How many breakout runs?
Here's the thing. Derrick Henry, oh my God, dude.
What did he do last year?
First of all, here's the thing. Last year, Derrick Henry got hurt. Now look, hold on a second. Derrick Henry led the league in rushing 3 weeks after he got hurt. He was still the NFL leading rusher for 3 weeks after his injury. After he was not even playing. He wasn't even playing.
Havoc, I'm going to give you some help. What? Now that you got a big-time receiver down there, they can't put 8 in the box. So they can't put 8 in the box on him anymore. So he may even be better because they didn't have a big-time receiver after they let A.J. Brown go, who the general manager got fired because of that.
Yep.
So now that you got that big-time receiver to keep people straight, he won't have the box. They won't have 7 or 8 in the box no more.
Yep. Dreadful, and he's Dreadful is repping the Colts, of course, and he says the only way the Colts will be relevant is if Taylor is back, and that's absolutely true. I mean, it's going to be a rough year without Taylor.
You tell him the only reason they're going to be relevant is to get rid of their owner.
Well, he can hear you. And guess what? I'm pretty sure he agrees with you. Yeah, Ravens, Browns, Steelers. Oh, Ravens, Bengals, Browns, Steelers.
Wow, that division that might be the best. That might be the best division right now.
Yeah, that's gonna be. Well, I think if we go, we're gonna say it's gonna be a tight one. That's gonna be a tough division.
Everybody got a different one in that division. I'm telling you that.
Because I like the Bengals, but of course Burrow just getting back out for injury.
Okay, so you're the Bengals. Oh, who do you like?
I don't know.
I'm taking the Ravens.
I know you taking the Ravens.
Yeah, you know you take.
But I tell everybody this right now.
Needs to sit down.
Watch out for those Cleveland. Watson might be back. Watch out for the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, I was saying, but I don't know.
Look, hey, like I said, now I did draft Watson to sit behind Lawrence, but
they're a dark horse.
But like I said, I think that what's that? That's the East AFC. No.
Somebody else just came in.
Yeah, somebody just popped up.
Oh, Jacob made it in. Okay, I gotta put you in, buddy. Hold on. Let's see if I can get you in here. Link. Y'all don't have to stop talking.
I don't know. That division is so controversial right now. Everybody, if Watson gets back to form, and you got the running back that you got on that team and the receivers, they can play with anybody. And they have the best. Wait a minute. And they have the best defensive player in that division.
Jacob, what's going on, buddy? Can you hear us?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
I'm not sure why the camera ain't working.
It's been a long day for you, I guess.
Yeah, it was. They had me running a practice today. I'm worn out.
Well, sit back and enjoy it, bud.
Why do you say your camera isn't working? I can see him.
He can't see himself. I'm sure it's that same thing that happens with you when you try to join.
Yeah.
He can't see himself.
I see y'all.
You see
that's true.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna do the thing that I did with you. Just sit there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Everybody want to talk about be down on Cleveland. Cleveland got the best defensive player in that division.
Yeah, I think Cleveland. Like I said, I think AFC North.
They got the best running back. They got the best running back.
I think it's gonna be a tough division. I love Lamar Jackson. I mean that's a given. But as a division, it's tough because here's the other thing. I'm hearing people talking about the Steelers. I mean, I think it's just going to be a tough division. I don't know who really just takes it. How about this? I think maybe
Ravens will lead that division. Lamar got hurt.
Maybe we get two people out of the playoffs in that division. Maybe you get two people.
The Ravens until that team they would have walked. The Ravens were walking injured last year, and they almost still won that division.
Yeah.
And that whole team was injured.
Yeah, AFC East and
so I don't know how you can count
North
them out.
Are tough divisions. It's the AFC East. Who's that?
Who's in the AFC East?
Patriots, Jets.
Patriots, Jets.
Dolphins.
That's the
Buffalo.
That's
Miami.
the Jets.
Okay,
Patriots,
yeah.
Dolphins.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Yep.
No, I can see that. That's tough. Okay. And the AFC West that's Denver, Raiders.
Denver is Denver.
Chiefs, right?
Raiders.
Chiefs.
Yeah.
And
Chargers.
And the Chargers.
Chargers, isn't it?
P-Paul is
that's
a Patriots and Giants fan. So is this AFC, NFC fan?
Oh,
you
wow.
got NFC and an AFC fan? Oh, Solo is a Patriots fan. Oh, my goodness. Now, hold up. Are y'all serious? Because, see, Jacob also, I'm sorry for saying that, JD is a Patriots fan.
I live in New England, and I'm surrounded by nothing but Patriots fans.
He's from New England.
I live in New England, and that's all I'm surrounded by. And I like making them cry, and I love when they cry. I like making them cry. I love making them cry, and you all going to finish in last place this year, so you better get used to it and get your tissues
we'll
out.
have our rings to cry into. It's all right.
People is also
you know what?
originally
All you
from New
Patriots fans,
England.
all y'all got. That's what y'all always say about what you've done. But what have you done for me lately? And then you the same Patriot fans that turned on Tom Brady. That turned on Tom Brady when he won you all those championships.
Solo says
Yeah,
they
good
never
fans
cry.
you all are.
Solo says the Patriots fans never cry.
Hey,
Oh
Jay,
my
we just
God.
blow our
And
we
they
just
say
blow our
they just
noses.
happy Brady gone.
We just blow our noses in our banners.
And the
Did
banner.
you hear what I'm saying? So this guy win you all those Super Bowls, and they happy that he gone. Oh my God. What kind of fan is that?
Oh man, I'm getting some.
That's the worst kind of fan.
I don't know. This thing right
How do
here.
you turn on Tom
Yeah,
Brady after he won you
I don't
7
know.
championships?
You gotta be thankful for that.
Right here, but
I don't know. Oh, you flip it. You flip it over again.
yeah.
Mad. Flip it over again.
I'm
You're
done.
upside down on me. We are not happy. We are not happy. Other fans are.
I'd be happy if Mac Jones left, though.
You'd be happy if Mac Jones left? You're not happy with Mac Jones?
After last year, I'm not too positive he's gonna do a whole lot.
Oh, Matt, I'm not getting any sound from you at all. Hold on a second.
Oh, everything's
From
like
Matt.
upside down.
Yeah, hold on a second. I'm gonna mute him and then unmute him. Matt, say something.
Who?
Matt.
Oh.
J Matt is
I'm going to make a bathroom run.
okay. You take the run. Okay. I think he's gonna. Yeah, he's gonna. You gonna pop off and pop back on? CK, you exit out and then refresh, man. Because I can't hear a word you're saying, not at all. Trying to solve this real time. Solo said we had a defense coach for an offense coach. I understand.
Yeah,
That's that Patriot stuff.
I don't think Patricia should have came back to begin with. Try to run an old style offense defense with a new style team.
Dreadful says they were given 3 ships. Okay, so he backed out and then he'll back in. And I'll put him back. Let me go ahead and get it ready. You all good now?
Yes, sir.
Big O?
Good.
Man. Jeez. It's been lively. I'm taking it. I think we're going to be better. So here's a problem. Solo says, Solo's the Patriots fan. He's like, I think we're going to be better than a lot of people think. But part of the problem is the division. Like, I mean, the Buffalo's going to be Buffalo. They're going to be good. You got Miami. Like I said, to me, with Miami, it depends on when you play them. If you play them with Tua, unless y'all put Tua out, you're going to have to deal with them. And then the Jets, I do believe the Jets are going to be good. I do believe that. So yeah, I mean, in order for the Patriots to be good also, I don't think I mean they got 6 games against really good teams, and I don't know what the rest of y'all schedule looks like this year. Even with the division, they will. Okay, so Solo, now I'm starting to feel you feeling like I feel about the Titans. That's what I'm thinking.
What did he say?
You know, he just says even with the division, they will. It is that way. So he said they're just going to be good. You're not talking about division winning good. You're just saying
they're going to be good.
Winning season good. Over 500. Over 500 or What are we saying? Oh, he said. He says I don't think. That's why he said this earlier though. He said I don't think the Jets are going to be what people think. He's not a believer in the Jets.
Yeah, I remember him saying.
Yeah, that's right. So hey, if that's the case, then I see what you're saying. I mean, I get it. Because in order for them to be better, somebody's got to be bad. But I don't know.
Did you see the Rock little pushing match?
Who that?
What?
I think Rogers got into like a little pushing match with one of the I don't know if it was one of the scrimmages or if it was
really? No, I didn't see that. See
no,
that?
I didn't.
It was a big.
See, that's that deal, right? The Jets are Miami. We talked about that earlier. That's the thing.
Yeah,
the
did.
Jets. I like the Jets more than I like Miami, and it's all because I don't trust Tua to stay healthy. I just don't do it. I don't trust him.
He had what, concussion last year? Two of them.
There were two on record. I think he had a third, but they didn't say that was a concussion. He says we might come in second in the division. I don't believe the Patriots are going to be number 2 in that division.
I think third.
You say third? So you think who do you think is going to be last? You Buffalo or Miami? Or you think the Jets?
I think the Jets or Miami. I think if Tua gets hurt, they're screwed. If Rodgers can't make it happen, it ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, I'm believing a little bit more in Rodgers. I do. I know that they have that bad O-line, but I think they're gonna be able to pick that up. I think Rodgers is going to get those guys together. I heard he was complaining about not having all of these cats together to practice, and he was like, "Look, y'all got to get me the line here so that I can practice the way I need to practice, so I can get these guys straight." So, what's up? Say it again. Who's got Devontae Adams?
I think Rodgers does, right?
No, Devontae is still in. He's still in Vegas.
Is he?
Yeah, he got. He brought over Lazard, Randall Cobb, and there's another guy. I can't think of the other guy.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's hit or miss for the Jets. I feel like he's going to show out, or he's just not going to be able to make it happen.
But that's the thing. Yeah, that's a deal with that. I don't know. The problem. I mean, I guess just about every team is QB dependent, right? You know, you end up with this thing where if you remove this quarterback from this team, the team falls apart. There are some teams that I hate to say it, but and I go back to this. I mean, the Titans have proven they don't need a quarterback to win, which is crazy, but they do need that big old running back. I don't know who else. I mean, even the Raiders. We were talking about earlier. If Garoppolo's not great, but if you remove Garoppolo from that team, I mean, you got Josh Jacobs, and that's it. And I mean, they can probably win a few games, but they're not winning the division. I mean, like I said, Tennessee didn't win the division either. He didn't have a quarterback. So I guess because when we talk about teams being QB dependent, I mean, all of them sort of are. Ravens, Titans, 49ers are not QB dependent. You think the Ravens? Really? I can see the Titans. I can see the 49ers. But the Ravens?
Runs the ball all day.
Because, I mean, unless you're calling Lamar Jackson a running back, I don't see that one.
That's what
I can't stand him at all.
You brought that.
Big O, what'd you say?
I don't see how you brought Lamar into the equation.
Well, yeah, the Ravens. I can't see the Ravens not being QB dependent. I think they are.
Well,
they almost won with Huntley. Okay, I see what you're saying. All right, I get what you're saying. I understand that. I understand the what you're saying now.
Or they're just towards Lamar. On that,
No,
on
he's
that.
just saying that they don't need to have Lamar to win, and I guess I can see that. I can see that. Huntley did do all right because Huntley played what 4 or 6 games, something like that last season. Because after Lamar got hurt, because I had Lamar last year,
Yeah,
just killed me.
I liked his play last. I liked what he did last year. I mean, yeah, when he came in, I liked that. He was
when he was hurt.
Yeah,
Until he got hurt.
I feel that way too. But I mean, but Lamar, they do.
They do a whole lot better with Lamar than without him. Yeah, I mean that's a I mean Lamar is absolutely necessary for them to win that division. Like if they start the season with Huntley and Lamar, let's say Lamar was holding out this season because he didn't get his money. We know he got paid, but he didn't get his money. I mean, we wouldn't be talking about the Ravens in talk about winning the division. They are better with Lamar. Exactly. They are absolutely better with Lamar.
I don't wish any type of injury on anybody, but if he was to tweak his ankle when we're playing Patriots, I wouldn't be mad. I just don't like that guy.
So it's a guy who does not like Lamar Jackson. I got you.
All he does is run the ball. I can't stand running.
You don't like the running quarterback? See, but those are the guys. Let's see if we go back to fantasy. See that? Yes, those are the guys we need in fantasy, though. You got to have them. If you don't have them, then you got to have something else. But he, I don't know. He does run. He runs quite a bit. Did he lead the league?
Who runs quite a bit? Lamar runs a whole lot.
Did he lead the league?
I think he had the leading rushing like 2 years ago.
Yes.
For quarterbacks, right? Not for just running.
Third every play. I wouldn't want to play with his ass. If I was a runner.
Justin Fields led the league last year.
Or quarterbacks. Wouldn't want to play with him.
But yeah, that is a thing. So like the guys that have, I mean, that's the same thing I said about Hurts with having Miles Sanders on your team for fantasy. I mean, you hate it because all the goal line stands, Hurts is going to take him away from you. Yeah, but yeah, so that's sort of that thing too. With that's what I feel like. People hate coming to Tennessee. Wide receivers hate coming to Tennessee because they're focused on the run. Period. Not even a running quarterback. I mean, they just focused on the run. That they don't use wide receivers. Guys don't get to be showcased at all. And so let's see, Lamar runs too much, but to slide instead of taking the hit.
Right. Right.
But you got to slide. If you're going to run, you got to slide. As the quarterback, you got to do that.
I mean, he's getting older. He's going to have to. He ain't
but now, so here was the thing, though. Given we're talking about Lamar. So they got OBJ there now. I mean, what do we think? Because I don't know that I'm thinking that he's going to have a great season. I mean, for the reasons, sort of some of the reasons we're talking about. Because I'm like, we know that that Lamar's going to run, and his security blanket is Andrews. So I don't think OBJ, and that's their new number 1 wide receiver. I don't know if he's going to have this great year. I think OBJ is washed up. Somebody in chat says.
I think if you have Lamar Jackson on the same team as Le'Veon Bell, you won't have Le'Veon Bell. They wouldn't be the same. If your running backs wouldn't exist, you wouldn't have a star running back. I think him running the ball that much ruins that opportunity for some running backs.
You say, yeah, you can't have them both. You can't have everybody on the same team.
They can't earn their money if the quarterback running.
Say that again?
And you can buy.
They can't earn their money if the quarterback's running every other play.
Well, they can't. They're not gonna get big money because that's that thing where a guy will just be like, the ownership will say, we don't need him. OBJ is injury prone, but better than every wide receiver of the Patriots. It comes from Dreadful in the chat. Who are the wide receivers in New England? I don't even know who the wide receivers are in England. He says definitely not.
I think Thornton.
Hold up, I'm gonna look it up.
I don't know who they are this year. We got some new ones.
Come on, Patriots fans.
I think it's Thornton.
Yeah.
Oh, we got Bourne.
No, I'm not
Thornton.
sure. Hold up.
I know we got Bourne for sure.
All right. Juju Smith-Schuster. Devontae Parker.
Yeah, I forgot about him too.
Devontae Parker.
Oh,
Kendrick Bourne.
Bourne and Thornton.
DeMarco Douglas, and then Keyshawn Bottle. I don't know who that guy is.
Juju, the one.
Juju, yeah, somebody came with it. Juju is good though.
Yeah.
Juju. So here's the thing. I think the problem. I think the problem in New England is going to be play calling. If they use the pieces that they got, I don't know what y'all's offensive line looks like, but they could be good. Like I said, by comparison to the other teams in the league, I actually do think that what's his name? The Jets are going to be good. I do. I think they're going to be good. You're thinking about the OBJ when he was with the Giants. But I don't believe. Like I said, I just think just by comparison, I do believe Miami's better. I think that Buffalo was better, and I just think somebody's got to come in last in that division. I think it's going to be the Patriots.
Come on now.
I'm sorry, buddy.
You keep doing better than that.
Y'all need a team like the Texans, and you won't be last. Because I do believe the Texans are going to come in last in our division, and I don't think that JT is going to be playing. So I think the Colts are going to be third. Titans will probably end up being 2, even though I want them to be 1. And then the Jags are going to win the division. I mean, the Jags have a better team all around. I think I do believe that they do, and I think they got a decent defense. So they'll, as far as our division goes, it's the AFC South. The Jags will win. Like I said, Jags will win it, and then like I said, Titans, Colts, Texans. Unless CJ Stroud shows out and he knows everything, and it could be because the Colts have a rookie quarterback too. So Dreadful, who is a Colts fan, actually says he thinks the Colts are going to be last. But you think that because you don't think JT is going to be back. I think JT is going to conveniently get injured.
Convenient.
Yes, because he wants out. He wants out of Indianapolis. So he's going to have a little bit of a hammy. Solo, he's a Colts fan. Say you talking Jacksonville Jaguars, Pete Paul? Yeah. So I think Jacksonville Jaguars are I think they are going to win the division. Dreadful says that Houston they're going to shock the division. They're going to shock the division. I don't know about that one. It's all on that. That's definitely all on CJ Stroud. Because they got what? They got Singleton and Singletary, Devin Singletary, and then they got the rookie, or he's not a rookie now, he's a rookie last year, running back, who's good. He's good. And but wide receiver, they got Robert Woods, and I don't even know who the other guy is. The number 1 guy, because Robert Woods is number 2. I did look it up earlier.
You hear me? Before I die.
Oh,
I'm good.
Do we need to shut it down? We've been going on for like
hour and a half. Look like it.
Have we really? Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Okay. How about this? How about we back it out? Chat, it's been great. Nicole Collins, yes. we had originally planned to go for about 45 minutes. We doubled that. So I'm gonna do this. I appreciate everybody who came through. I don't know how many people out there. If you sitting in chat, you just been looking. Everybody say what's up, so I know that you were there. I appreciate y'all coming through. We're gonna be doing this every week, even though next week we got to take it off. We got to take next week off. But I would love for y'all to come back. If you haven't already, hit the follow button. Look for me to do this. I'm normally streaming video games, a lot of GTA. But once a week at least, we're gonna be talking football. And I'd love to have y'all back. Tell a friend. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Tell a friend, tell a friend.
Tell a friend, tell a friend. All right, y'all.
Pray for my soccer.
Go ahead. What's up?
I said pray for my soccer team this year.
All right, y'all. We're going to take it easy. Y'all take it easy. Peace out.
Peace in the middle.
Yeah.